What's up, everybody? Bob the Canadian here again with an endgame analysis for you. So I say endgame. It's we're witnessing the end of turn 5 here because this is where the preposterousness starts anyway. So I'm playing a shadow against PeterM, who's playing as the Free Peoples, and I drew to start the game. I remember just laughing a little bit because I picked up the 2 cards. I think if most Shadow players could just pick any 2 cards to start the game with, I think I got the ones they pick. I got Corsairs and Cruel Weather to start the game with. Like, they're not super useful turn 1, but they're just 2 of the most powerful cards in the game. So just having them is just fantastic. So anyway, end of turn 5, he's rolled below on movement. Let's take a look at the statistics. Yeah, -3 on movement. So he's moved 7 times. He has Gandalf the White. I've conquered Dol Amroth. I've conquered Lorien. I've got Woodland Realm under siege with a 1/2/1 in there. With not a huge army besieging it, but there's some backup on the way. And there's this army outside Minas Tirith. Yeah, that's pretty much the game state we're looking at going into the last turn here. Not the last turn, sorry. Going into the next turn anyway. So I'm going to go relatively fast because like the point is just so you can appreciate the absurdity of a couple of things here. I'm not going to analyze every single thing going on here because there's a lot going on. So he rolls 2 movement with Wills of the West, which I'm sad about because I used Day Without Dawn as a combat card already this game. So I'm living to regret that choice already because if I had Day Without Dawn, it would guarantee he can't get in this turn, but it's still very unlikely because, he'd need to move twice and use a ring to move a 3rd time and be revealed all 3 steps in a row for me to not be able to use Cruel Weather on him this turn. So anyway, he moves once and gets hit, and it's revealed. So I'm a little worried at this point. So I'm wrapping up Gondor at this point. He hides. I attack Pelargir from Osgiliath. No card, no card. I don't hit him, and he runs away. So I'm a little annoyed about that because now I have to put 2 regulars there to make sure he can't take it back. And also, he might play Círdan's ships and retake Pelargir later from that. Maybe I should be scared of Free People's military, but I don't know. I don't feel like I am. So he moves again and gets hit again and gets revealed again, which, just like looking at the hunt pool so far, that is not super likely. Right now, there's 6 tiles in there that don't reveal, and there was 7 that do to start. So yeah. So here we go. Then I muster up another Oliphant in the north. He uses that muster die to hide, and I move my armies out. He passes. I move Nazgul leadership around because I'm thinking if he does move and get revealed again and I can't play Cruel Weather, at least I'll have the Witch King in place for playing Grond to blow up Woodland Realm. So at least there's something useful I could do with that Palantir either way. He passes again. Okay, I'm back, nerds. I hope you guys don't mind just randomly being called nerds because, I don't know, my mouth just does weird things. It says what it wants, Anyway, so I attack Dale from the Southrons. Obviously I want that point, and I want this force to be closer to Woodland Realm to back it up if it needs it. So I smack down my Swarm of Bats against his scouts, and I get a hit, so that feels nice. He gets a hit back. So yeah, Dale is taken. He uses a ring to move again, and he gets hit, and he gets revealed again. So very frustrating having this Palantir and having Cruel Weather in hand this whole turn, while he had to move 3 steps and get revealed every single time to dodge Cruel Weather. I did the math on it. It was slightly less than 1.6% odds of that happening. Factoring in needing to get hit all 3 times and pull a reveal out of, almost 50-50 chance all 3 times in a row. So anyway, and a 3 comes out, so yeehaw. So he takes Legolas. I use Horn of Sword and Toil. And that's a party. So I smack down Grond because I think, if I just blow up Woodland Realm right now, all I need to do next turn is take Minas Tirith and, hope he doesn't retake Pelargir. And that shouldn't be too difficult, right? So I put Deadly Strife down while he can't play, any nasty daylights or anything to limit it. But I roll 0 hits on the opening and only 2 on the second. So that's not great. That is significantly below par. And the huge downside now is that my weakened army is against still 3 combat dice in return to me. So now I'm a little scared for the Witch King's life. Like I might have pulled a poo daddy here. Luckily, I draw into Swarm of Bats. I was going to put down one of these Cruel as Deaths here. But I put down Swarm of Bats here instead, just in case he had something nasty like Confusion or Sudden Strike. But he didn't, so I just get the plus on the leadership, which doesn't help at all. I get 1 hit. He gets 1 hit back. It presses on to a 3rd round, and now I use Cruel Weather because, I might as well save a Sealer's Bane in case I try for, a desperate combat attempt. Desperate corruption play. So I use Cruel Weather here. I roll 0 hits on the first one, but then 2 6s on the reroll. So that helps. Um, this is like very bad luck to start, very good luck to end. At least we got the job done. The Witch King didn't die. We got Woodland Realm. Overall, that's a W for me. I pick up Orc Patrol, and King is revealed. Fellowship is off to Mordor, obviously. I allocate 1 eye, and then I roll 3 more. And he gets a reasonable roll of a couple musters and a couple movement. So I really would have liked to not roll that many eyes right now and just have enough attacks to win the game right now. That would seem the ideal approach to me. So he starts off by hiding, and I have to pick between either Erebor or Minas Tirith. I have more overall hit points here, but I don't have that many dice to attack with them. So I could, like, 1 to besiege, use a ring on the Palantir to move leadership once, and then I'd have, like, 2 attacks. And this army against that army with 2 attacks doesn't seem amazing to me. So anyway, I decide to move my army from, like, some of the troops from Woodland Realm to Dale, and some of the troops in to Osgiliath, kind of preparing Minas Tirith as a backup plan, but mainly planning on going after Erebor, because this way, not only is Erebor a less well-mustered stronghold right now, he also doesn't have a hybrid die to walk that regular in, and the Witch King leadership is already there, so I don't need to spend a die and a ring to move it down to Minas Tirith. But anyway, so I decided to go after Erebor because I also have a Deadly Strife in hand, so I'm hoping that I can, just quick blow up his 5 hit points, and that'll be that. I move this with Fellowship, gets it with a 1 reveal, so I'm at peace with the reveal. I would really have rather drawn an eye, though, since I actually decided to commit so heavily to corruption. So yeah, takes the 1 and reveals. Perfectly reasonable choice. I besiege Erebor. He has Dane Ironfoot's card, so that's a bummer for me. I'm not too shocked about it because he has, earlier in the game, put some effort into cycling strategy cards, but it's still a bummer to see for sure. So I bring in the Mouth because what I don't want to do here is put the dwarves to war, but still give him time to use a ring to have this dwarf from Iron Hills retake Dale. So I want to conquer Erebor, but I want it to be the last action of the turn. So he hides, and I attack Erebor once here, and I play a character card. It's Orc Patrol that I'm cycling here because, I want to, between the two of them, I'd rather have a Sealer's Bane just because it's going to do more actual damage to the Fellowship. So I get 3 hits, which is great, and he gets 3 hits back. So that hurts. And just after what happened to the Dol Amroth army too, and the Lorien army, this was a 7-3 when it started, and this was an 8-2 when it started. It's been a painful day for the Shadow armies. That being said, we got 3 damage done, so it's still something anyway. Okay, so there we are. I could press, but again, I want it to be the last thing I do so that he doesn't have an opportunity to retake Dale. So I don't press. I draw into a new card, another Cruel as Death. He moves again, and it's a 1. Delightful, just cheery for him. So now I use a ring, and I attack Erebor, and I feel like I really need to win here. So I lead with my Deadly Strife, and he smacks down a Daylight against it. So good job on him holding the Daylight for a strategy card. Well played. I actually considered playing Relentless Assault first just to bait out any good cards, but I think that probably wouldn't have gone well because I wouldn't want to take any hits. So then I'd be hoping that I can press and then he doesn't do any damage to me, so for me to still have 5 units. So I was really just hoping that he actually didn't have any cards that worked. So I get 2 hits, which is fine, and he gets another 3 hits back. Didn't even need the Deadly Strife. So I decide to press here because, look at him. He's got 2 rings, he's got 5 dice and Strider, and there are no red tiles out there. So the odds of him being able to dunk next turn are very high. If he just has 2 movement, it's pretty much guaranteed. So I feel like I need to risk it and just try and win right now. So I smack down, so I draw into another card, and I play Cruel as Death here from the Palantir because, there's that slight chance that I get 2 hits and he doesn't get 2 hits back. So I miss, and I get 1. So would have been nice if that 5 had showed up on the, on the first roll. So I get 1, and he gets 2 hits back. So the Witch King is dead. That's very sad for me because now obviously the dwarves are at war and they can muster up some more, and I'm down to die and all that leadership. So I draw Foul Thing and Threats and Promises here. Threats and Promises is obviously useless. Foul Thing, I don't know, maybe there's something there. So again, here's another moment where I very much regret having chucked out Day Without Dawn. Yeah, very sad stuff. So he moves the Fellowship, and it's an I, so that's 2 reveal, and he loses Strider right away, which at first I was surprised by, but then it made even more sense, because the only real problem for him here is if, you know, I play something like Lidless Eye, and it makes an eye hurt too much. But he can, he still has 3 dice that are all movement, and he can use a ring on this one. So Strider's ability is not useful to him this turn. So that's why he's just trying to lose through companions as efficiently and quickly as possible. So anyway, I take away a card with Warmness on Toil. I muster up a Nazgul there and a regular there, because I'm thinking, I might need to just use these character dice to run this army all the way here to protect Woodland Realm and hold Dale. Anyway, Fellowship hides, and I play Isildur's Bane here because it's pretty hopeless for me at this point. But there is a 0 reveal in there, and if I pull that, then there's a chance that, because then he'd have to hide and then move again. If he hits another eye, then he can't win this turn, and then I'd have a shot at getting to 10 points still. So I play Isildur's Bane, and I get the next best thing, which is a 3. So now Corruption is kind of an option, but he still has so many companions in the way. So anyway, he moves again, and it's an I, so that's some more good luck for me. So it's 3R, so of course he loses Boromir and takes another Corruption there. So what do? I besiege Minas Tirith here because, I'm thinking, if, there's a crazy world where I somehow win this turn, it's going to be from me playing Foul Thing here and stopping him and revealing him, and I don't know, maybe this army leadership moves, I conquer Minas Tirith, I somehow keep Dale, I don't know. Okay, so Warrants on Toil again. I have no idea what cards I'm taking away, but they don't seem to really matter that much at this point. So he hides, and then I play Foul Thing, again, hoping for the 0 reveal, but then I get the other 3. There's only one other 3 in here. And now the crazy part is, if I draw a Hobbit, it's all over, because, 1 Hobbit to reduce Corruption, and then he can't do anything else to reduce damage anymore, and then he takes 2 more and he dies, and I pull a Hobbit, and I somehow absurdly win by Corruption. I was not expecting to win this way at all when we came into the last 2 rounds here. 2 rounds ago, I was sure I was going to win with a military win before the Fellowship could get there. And then at the start of this turn, I was sure he was going to win, and there's nothing I could do about it. But yeah, just doing I also did the math on the odds of pulling a 1-3 for Isildur's Bane, and then 2 eyes for walking into. And well, actually, I didn't bother counting the first eye because that seemed about as good as a 2 anyway. And then pulling another 3, and then a Hobbit for a Foul Thing. Yeah, it was more like 1.1% odds of that happening to kill the Fellowship that way. So, yeah, just an absurd swingy game here, where. Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you. Might as well take a look at statistics. So +6 on 6s for me, -6 on 5s. I can tell you right now, though, that is a lie of a statistic right there, because this happened twice where I was attacking a regular in Osgiliath, and then also a regular in North Ithilien where I rolled 3 6s for both of those. So that +6 on 6s is completely not accurate. So anyway, but yeah, minus movement for him, +4 on attacks for me. So overall, I think I certainly get to claim the greater luck here. But yeah, just the reveals to not get to play Cruel Weather, and then this insane combination of Isildur's Bane and Foul Thing to assassinate the Fellowship, I thought was a very unique ending anyway. So thanks for watching. See you next time.